gentlemen, please welcome the Chief Executive Officer of Rolls-Royce Motor Cars, Mr. Torsten Müller-Oettich.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Rolls-Royce Motor Cars press conference here in Frankfurt. I'm very glad to have Ian Robinson with us, member of the board of BMW Group, and in that function also my chairman of Rolls-Royce Motor Cars. Ian, welcome. As we approach the final quarter of 2011, I can once again report positive news from Rolls-Royce. Our success story continues, and we anticipate a record sales year, the second in a row for our company. Sustainable growth continues across all markets, not just in established countries like North America or in growing economies such as China or India, but also in Germany, where I can today reveal that sales are up by 60% so far this year. To what do I attribute this success? It's hard work, it's dedication that plays their part, and I would like to pay tribute to my management team, the many hundreds of skilled craftspeople who work in Goodwood, England, the home of Rolls-Royce, and of course also our growing sales and distribution networks around the world. But I'm a product guy through and through, and I know that careful management of a brand counts for nothing in the absence of strong products. Every day I meet customers who are entirely new to Rolls-Royce, and these are clients who may never have considered owning a Rolls-Royce in the past, but who have come to us because of models like those you see here today, including our newest edition, the Ghost Extended Wheelbase, which makes its European show debut here in Frankfurt. Beautifully proportioned, Ghost Extended Wheelbase loses none of the drawing prowess for which Ghost has won plaudits worldwide. And as you would expect from Rolls-Royce, the car boasts a deceptively large and, of course, luxurious space for rear seat passengers. The interior ambience is bathed in light from its panorama sunroof, and that can only really be appreciated through experience. So I encourage you all, later on, to open the coach doors and step inside that beautiful car. Because we have a track record of launching the right models to market at the right time, to meeting the most individual of customer demands. And as a result, I can turn to the next chapter in the Rolls-Royce success, a story which involves a significant investment in our Goodwood plant. We have today announced that the home of Rolls-Royce will expand. Our surface finishing center and assembly hall will develop to meet growing worldwide customer demand and also to fully service our expanding bespoke operation. Construction work will begin later this year. This is the future. But at Rolls-Royce, we also embrace a glorious heritage and delight in the many great cars that have gone before. And this year, many hundreds of Rolls-Royce models have graced celebrations that have formed part of an important anniversary, and that's the centenary of the Spirit of Ecstasy figurine. A nice little mascot in front of every of our cars. As part of a year of celebrations, we've turned to Rankin, a photographer whose striking and provocative portraits have included heads of state, royalty, and also famous rock stars. His brief to produce a set of 100 portraits reinterpreting the famous Spirit of Ecstasy for the 21st century. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to say that our lounge hosts a collection of these originals. And I'm thrilled that the artist is also here in Frankfurt today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the UK's foremost portrait photographer, Rankin. Tell us a little bit about that project in total. What did you enjoy most with that project?
Well, I mean, thank you, Torsten, for allowing me to be here. It's a pleasure to be in Frankfurt and be part of all of this. It was, to be really honest with you, it was one of the most amazing commissions I've ever been given. Not only did I kind of give myself this mountain of 100 pictures to create, but also you guys at Rolls-Royce gave me the freedom to be as creative as I wanted to be in creating images.
Great. Can you tell me a bit more about how you approached the project? What was the basic idea which drew your, let's say, main attention on?
Well, the first thing I asked for was a car. So I could get a little bit into the kind of the feeling of Rolls-Royce. So I had a drop head for a couple of days and got into it. But the thing about the Spirit of Ecstasy is that it's such a massive idea and concept. So initially what I wanted to do was really try and get the theme of the Spirit of Ecstasy, which was ageless beauty, power, grace and effortless theme into some of the images. And then from there I wanted to take the figurine as my kind of inspiration and try and get some of the kind of sculptural and the aesthetic of that into the images as well. And of course, the mystery and mystique behind the story originally is something that I really felt should be part of the project.
How many images do we have in the collection?
Well, I've photographed quite a lot of images so far. I'm up to 80 at the moment. Some of them are actually in the lounge behind us. I've only seen them before, but the idea is to do 100, and I've got 20 to go. I'm very excited. So 100 photographs for 100 years.
Excellent, thanks. Well, I must say, Ranking already have achieved some very striking portraits that I'm sure our guests will also enjoy today. I look forward to seeing more in the months to come, and thank you once again for joining us here in Frankfurt.
And thank
it was great to have you here.
Thanks a lot for letting me come.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, like Rankin's images, Ghost and Ghost Extended Wheelbase present a very modern interpretation of a timeless classic. Models like these and our Phantom family cars boast cutting-edge technology, yet they are still handcrafted by a dedicated and highly skilled workforce in Goodwood, England. And it may surprise you to learn that we have 800 employees on site, but just 2 robots. Hand craftsmanship is the unique selling point that links our past with Rolls-Royce motor cars today. Our customers expect it. It is the cornerstone that delivers our unique, bespoke personalization program. A service that creates individual cars that are only limited by the client's imagination. From design to delivery, Bespoke is responsible for creating cars that are as unique as the fingerprints, as we say, of their owners. So you'll appreciate that when we were approached by a very, very special client to supply a unique and quintessentially British car for a new Universal Studios blockbuster, we were only happy to help. And as you see now, when it comes to Rolls-Royce Bespoke, some cars and some owners are clearly more individual than others.
Johnny English is a British spy who's not as good as he thinks. Ah, the Rolls-Royce. Truly the Rolls-Royce model. And when we were planning a sequel to Johnny English before, we wanted a car that Johnny English should drive.
Rolls was taken with our circumstances, 1916. Comes out the wind, and they quiet.
Years ago, there's something about Rolls-Royce and the experience of driving them, which I just love. It's just lovely. I think lovely is the adjective that I keep coming up. It's just a lovely to go together from A to B.
I'm paying all the bells and whistles. Say what?
Bob, command accepted.
The character of Rolls-Royce Phantom in our film is that of a good man.
Royce.
Ready, sir.
It is the trusted friend who comes to your rescue when everyone else has abandoned.
Obstruction detected.
The character has an attitude and has a function still when it comes to rescue. If Rolls-Royce Phantom, if you like, in our film, saves the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy and very proud. The star of the film, our very special guest today, Johnny English himself, Mr. Ron Atkinson. Thanks for taking time. I know we're in a very hectic schedule with all those, let's say, worldwide premieres, family scheduling. So I know you're in the middle of launching the whole thing. But tell me, how was the reaction so far?
Reaction was pretty good. We had the Australian premiere last week, which went very well. We had the Russian premiere in Moscow last night, which was great. Actually, the Russians absolutely loved it. I can't imagine why, but they did. And I've never been surrounded by such a ludicrous amount of security in my entire life. Walking from the door of the cinema to the car, which happened to be a ghost, which happened to be a Rolls-Royce ghost. I had 15 security men, 15 men in black suits following me, taking me to the car. So that was Moscow, and then we've got many more coming up.
Yes, it is appropriate for the most famous Asian in the world. No?
Yes, I think it will be. Yes, I think that's right. Right.
So Ron, thanks for that, and but I think we also have something nice here under that cover over there. And ladies and gentlemen, allow me also to introduce to you the other star of Johnny English Reborn.
Yes.
The car chosen by Her Majesty's Secret Service for the most important intelligence officer. Ladies and gentlemen, over on my left, the Johnny English Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe. Tell me, Rowan, why a Phantom Coupe for Johnny English?
Well, when we were planning a Johnny English sequel, cars were a very important thing in my life. And I was very, very keen to have a car for Johnny English. I felt personally that the Aston Martin thing had been a little bit overdone, and James Martin, things like that, I'm not listening. Whatever they are. But anyway, and as it happens, I had a Phantom. I had a four-door Phantom, and I had tremendously high mileage in it, and I thought there's something about this car, something about the spirit that I talk about in that film, that you've just seen, that spirit of companionship, of a good companion in the car. A Phantom, it's got a very strong image of glamour and Britishness, and it seems to me the perfect candidate for a car in a spy movie. So that's why it's there, that's why we chose it, and it is very important. It plays a pivotal role in the story of the movie. It's not important. I didn't want the car to be just a prop. I wanted it to be a character in its own right, to have and to basically come to the rescue of Johnny English when he needs it more than he ever has. So it performed a very important function, and it was, in my opinion, the perfect car. It may also slightly reflect the new maturity of Johnny English. The fact that he's not in quite such a hairy car, he's in a more, softer, grounded sort of thing. That's why we chose it.
Sounds fantastic, Ron. One technical question. How did you manage to get the spirit of ecstasy to fire laser from its eyes? What was that?
I'm afraid if I had to reveal many more of the secrets of the Johnny English Phantom Coupe, Torsten, I'm afraid I would have to kill you.
Well, I think the film looks like great fun. Thanks, Ron, for joining us here today. And to both of you and also Ranking for making this year's very memorable press conference to us at Rolls-Royce. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it only remains for me to invite you to join me, Ron, and Ranking for a glass of champagne and to take in the